Welcome to Reactive Programming series. In this video, we are going to learn with the code perspective in reactive programming using Spring Web Flux. In previous video, we have discussed with thread per request model. Let's get started. So to achieve asynchronous programming, we are going to start with the Spring Web Flux framework into Spring Boot applications. To achieve asynchronous programming in JavaScript, we used to handle with the callbacks and promises. Java implements the similar programming paradigm by using futures. So future is a return type where we can apply for RESTful endpoint methods, which can return a value sometime in future. But if there is a delay in an application to generate the response, then the application leads to blocking mode. It can also be implemented with the completable future, which is supported by Java 8. But even completable future also waits for a while, but if still the values are not received, it leads to blocking mode. So if we can look into the code snippet in a traditional REST API, always our RESTful endpoint methods are having a return type of model objects. Like if a method getTweet is going to return one tweet object, then we are going to represent it with one single domain or component, or else a list of domain objects. Like here in this snippet, we can observe tweet and a list of tweets are the return types we are going to provide with. Spring Web Flux is provided with two new publisher types like Mono and Flux are provided by Project Reactor in Spring Web Flux. Whereas Mono is used to emit the number of elements either 0 or 1. If at all any RESTful endpoint method is going to return 1 or 0 elements, then that object can be replaced with Mono types. And coming to Flux, it is used to emit a list of elements, and also it supports a streamed values. It can be used to produce a live information for a method which is going to produce a list of values live. So both this Flux and Mono is provided with a range of API methods we will be looking into in our hands-on session. And in Spring Web Flux, the reactive manifesto says that the application should be responsive, resilient, message driven and elastic. So reactive systems are going to be more responsive in a timely manner, and they are resilient, like even they will respond in the failure phase of the application. And the reactive systems are message driven, like they will be working under publish and subscribe model. And the reactive systems are more elastic, they will be working under a wide range of workloads. So if we can look into the code snippet, so here we can see the methods, RESTful endpoint method which is going to return a value can be replaced with a future type, but still it is leading the application into blocking mode. It can be with the completable future as well, but still we have discussed like the problem with the future and completable future. So the Reactor project is provided with majorly the two types like Mono and Flux. So in Spring Web Flux applications, so the RESTful endpoints can make use of this Mono and Flux more effectively. If at all if a method is going to return one single object, it can be, if it is going to produce one single object, then we are going to represent it with Mono type. And if an endpoint is going to produce a list of values, then we can represent with the Flux type. Flux also provides to produce a live information like list of values as the, for example, if a database is getting updated in a live fashion with new values, at the same time in the RESTful endpoint, in the response, the client is going to get an updates from a database without refreshing your application, without redeploying your application. We will be looking into the similar example in a hands-on session. Thank you.